interrupts people a lot, quite a lot. They can also say very inappropriate words to people. It's also hard for the person to wait for their turn, to maybe waiting for your turn to talk. You just talk over a person, or to listen to direction. We also have the combined presentation, in which these symptoms with the two types are equally present in the individual. Because these symptoms can change over time, the types might also change over time. So I'll be going on a quick break. When I come back, I'll be giving you the causes and tips to manage this ADHD. Stay tuned and I'll be right back. Welcome back from that quick break. This is still Healthy Corner, and I'm your host, Jecinta. If you are just joining us, we've been talking about ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. This disorder affects how a person controls their emotions or pays attention. It can cause hyperactivity and impulsivity. This illness, we also talk about the symptoms and the types of ADHD and how they present in different individuals, which are like child and the adults. Moving on to the causes of ADHD. Factors that may be involved with the development of ADHD may include genes or the genetics. ADHD sometimes can vary, it can come from different family members, which can actually transfer to another member of the family. For example, if the father has ADHD, it's possible that the daughter or the granddaughter could eventually get ADHD. ADHD can run in families, and studies have indicated that genes may play a very big role in ADHD development. Environment. Certain environmental factors can also increase the risk of getting ADHD. It can also be problems which occur during the development of the central nervous systems as key moments in development of a child. Moving on to tips and treatments for ADHD. You might be asking, my child has been diagnosed with ADHD, what do I do? When a child is diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, parents often have concerns about which treatment is right for their children. ADHD can be managed with the right treatment. These treatments include behavioral therapy, which includes training from the parents and medication. Tips for parents who have children who are going through ADHD. These include creating a routine. Create a routine for the child. Try to follow the same schedule you do from waking up time to the bedtime. Always follow the same routine. Create a routine that will really help a child with ADHD. Be very, very organized. Be organized. Train your child to be very organized. Encourage your child to put maybe their school bags, their clothes, their toys in a same place to avoid them losing it constantly or losing it very often. Manage distractions by turning off the TV, limiting noise, and provide a clean workspace for your child when they are doing their work, their homework. Some children with ADHD learn well sometimes if they are moving around or they are actually listening to background music. For example, one can be reading and listening to background music, which can help them focus and study more. So always watch your child and see what is best to manage ADHD. Limit choices. To help your child not to feel overwhelmed or overstimulated, over choices with only a few options. For example, give your child the choice to choose between this clothes or the other clothes, or this meal or another meal, or this toy or over this toy. Always give them the chance to choose just little parts. Give them little parts to choose from. Help your child plan. Break down complicated tasks into simpler tasks and shorter steps. For longer steps, starting early and taking breaks may help limit stress. Use goals and praise their and using goals and praise or other rewards. For example, use a chart. You can use a chart or make a board to mark their achievements, mark their goals, and give them rewards for those goals, for achieving those goals. Use charts to list goals and track very positive behavior. Then let your child know that they have done well by telling them or rewarding them for their efforts in other ways. Be sure that these goals are very realistic. Small steps are very, very important. Discipline effectively. Instead of scolding, yelling, or beating your child, a child who has ADHD, or spanking your child, use effective directions, timeouts, or removal of privileges. For example, phones or toys. You can tell them, you won't have access to this if you behave like this. So, for inappropriate behavior, use that as the consequence for inappropriate behavior, and it works. It really works. Create very positive opportunities. Children with ADHD might find certain situations very, very stressful. Finding out and encouraging what your child does well. For example, a child with ADHD might be very into art, into music, into acting, into plays. This can also help them with very positive experiences. This can really encourage them and reduce signs of ADHD. Now, tips for adults who have ADHD and are trying to manage it and get rid of it in a way. You should try to exercise on most days, not all the time, not every day, but you can choose days in which you can exercise. You can go to the gym. You don't have to go to the gym. You can go to the gym if you want to, but you can take 30-minute walks, 2 hour walks, 1 hour walk. Just walk around, take a walk. Having at least 30 minutes of activity can help you to calm down and make you feel better. It has very, very good benefits health-wise. Pick something very enjoyable that you stick with it. For example, creating art, sculpting, pot making, different things. You can listen to music in those times to calm yourself down. Choose activities that play on your physical strength too. that you can find very challenging, but it can also be very fun, like hiking, rock climbing, etc. Team sports can be a very good choice for the social elements to keep them very, very interesting. Get out into nature. You can take a walk, take hikes. Studies show spending time with nature can reduce those symptoms of ADHD, can double up the benefits too. Try hiking, trail running, walking in local park or different areas. You can also try yoga and related activities, so that such as tai chi, combine the physiological benefits of exercise with the physiological benefits of meditation. If you are too hyperactive to meditate, you can also do yoga. You can learn deep breathing or other relaxation techniques which can help you become centered and very mentally aware. By holding different postures for extended periods, you can cultivate balance and stillness. When you feel very overwhelmed or out of control, you can turn yoga techniques to refresh. You can turn to yoga techniques to refresh you and put you back in a mental balance. Adults who have ADHD can also go through therapy, which includes talk therapy. Adults with ADHD often struggle with issues stemming from long-standing patterns of unachievement, failures, ac- academic difficulties, job turnovers, having issues with your job, with relationships with people. Individual talk therapy can help you deal with this emotional baggage, including low self-esteem, the feelings of embarrassment and shame you probably have experienced as a child, etc., including criticisms you have also gotten from people due to having ADHD or being overly hyperactive. There is also marriage and family therapy. Marriage and family therapy addresses the problem ADHD can create in your relationships and family life, such as conflicts over money problem, forgotten commitments, responsibilities in the home, and impulsive decisions, which can really affect relationships you have with your family, your wife, your husband, your children. Therapy can help you and your loved ones to explore those issues and focus on constructive ways of dealing with this issue. Therapy can also improve your relationships by educating your partner and family members of ADHD. Therapy is very, very important as an ADHD patient, because it will actually help you to become more creative, more have more control over your emotions, have more control over your attentiveness. You become more attentive. It will actually help to calm you down most of the time. And that's all for ADHD on Healthy Corner on View Radio. I'm your humble host, Jecinta. I'll see you next time. Bye.